Hello, welcome back to a new video. This one is going to be kind of a 3.1 video about the shop update because we are going to be drawing new prints related to the collections that we have been doing for the past few weeks. If you have following these videos, if not, I'm going to leave the 2 parts that are already posted for preparation for the shop update in the description. But I've been creating some new collections for the spring shop update that is now going to be a spring/summer shop update. And I want to do new prints for it because for the past year I've been trying to be more serious about my style related to prints and been trying to invest a little bit more about that and taking myself a little bit more serious as an artist and have a medium where I can add more details because I love adding details and textures, but sometimes on sticker sheets and stickers that gets lost a little bit. So I've been enjoying having a more detailed style for prints and investing a little bit more on that. So in this video, we are going to be working on some new prints and we are going to be doing some foiled prints with Gelato, which is the sponsor of today's video. If you don't know Gelato, they are a print-on-demand company. They handle the shipping, the manufacturing of the products. You only need to worry about creating them and uploading them into your website. Try Gelato for free and get 30% of your first purchase made within the 2 days of creating your account. One of you asked on the previous video how I do my foiled prints with Gelato, so I'm going to be explaining everything in this video as well, step by step, how you can order prints with them and postcards as well with foil, and they look so nice. I'm so happy with them, and they have been selling very well, especially at markets, so I can't wait to show you everything. I actually really love the illustrations that I did for the sticker sheet and the final result for that. And sometimes I do this to make it easier for myself, especially regarding composition within prints, is I go onto Photoshop and I do kind of a collage with the illustrations that I already have. So I'm going to do that very fast. And another reason why I also do this is because when you, like I do my illustrations on Procreate on the iPad, and every time the biggest issue with Procreate is every time you move or resize anything, it's going to lose a lot of quality. So I try to do this in Photoshop and then I send the file into PSD to my iPad and I get all the layers in there. So I'm going to go on the computer and I'm going to do some collages with the illustrations, and then we're going to go on the iPad to do the actual prints. And then I'll explain everything about the foil and how I do that on Gelato. Okay, collage number 1 is done. This is going to be print number 1. I'm going to do the border, the finish of the border on Procreate, and then the background and all the details, shadows, and all of that. And this is the result for the second one. This is going to need a little bit more of a work. So my idea is to have a window and then the inside of the cottage. It's going to be here, like this is going to be a little table or something, and then the wallpaper around. So that is the idea, and it just makes it everything so easy, and it doesn't lose any quality into the drawings and stuff. Let's go on the iPad and let's draw. Okay, I'm in the middle of the process still, but I want to show you why I don't use Procreate to resize. So I thought I wanted to add a border around the print over here, but I decided that I didn't like that, so I tried to resize it to be how I wanted. So let me try that with you. So I wanted it to be kind of like this, you know, all around the corner. I'm going to do that very easy. And then when I say yes, look, I don't know if you can see, but it loses a lot of the quality. So I'm just going to go back so you can see the difference. So this is after resizing and this is before resizing. I don't know if you can tell, like the lines are a lot more crisp. Of course, if I zoom in a lot, it's going to lose quality anyway, but the quality is a lot more crisp when I do that on Photoshop, so that's why I don't resize it. So I'm just going to leave it like this and then I'll resize it later. I already like start to draw some details, so now I'm adding the base color and then we'll add final details, shadows and all of that. So let's keep going and finish this, and then I'll let you know how I'm going to add the foil drawings on top. Prints are ready and I'm super happy with them. So this is the cottage print. It looks like this. I think it looks super cute. We have all the little details above, then the chicken and the duck, and then this is the queen's garden print, which I'm very happy about as well. Please ignore the white borders. I'm going to do that on Photoshop. But let me show you how I do the files to get ready to do the foiling with Gelato. I'm going to explain a little bit how you do the files on Gelato afterwards, but for now I'm going to create a new layer, and I always use the monoline brush just to make sure that the lines are very neat. Otherwise the foiling can be a bit like, if you use a textured brush, it can be perfect. So I like to use the little monoline brush like this. And now I'm going to do a few stars and a few little things. I think I'm also going to do some lines like this, like where the sun hits. That is going to be foil as well. And I use black or like a darker color so that I can separate the two layers while I'm drawing. I think I'm also going to do a few little stars like this, little stars on the border like this. I think that will be super cute as foiling. So for now, I'm just going to think where I want to see the foiling, and then you can actually see a mock-up before sending it to print, but I'll show that in a little bit. But let's draw some little stars and some little details with the monoline tool with black, and then I'll explain everything afterwards. Okay, I finished both prints. I don't know if you can see like the little black. I also decided that the crown is going to be black, but I'm going to check on the mock-up if I like that or not. And I added some highlights in here as well. So, and then for this one, I did the same. I also added some little stars and I did the same, some lines in here. And now to export it, I'm just going to export the base print first with just the color, and then on a separate layer I'm going to export the line art, but I'm going to export it with no background and as a PNG. So they'll be the same size, and when I put one on top of the other, they are going to be where I want it to be. So I'm going to export both like that, and then let's get over to Gelato for me to explain how everything works. But first, I think I'm just going to do a test print with the base prints just to check if everything is with good quality, just to look at them, because seeing them on paper just makes a difference, just to see if everything is wrong or something. So let's do a test print and then we'll do the foiling. Just did the test prints. So this is the Queen's Garden. The colors are not 100% how I want them. I still need to adjust them. They are a little bit too saturated, but I wanted to print them to check like if little details are missing, if there's something that the quality is not great or something, but everything looks great. And the same for the cottage print as well. So these are the two new prints for the Shoppa plate. Super happy with them, and I can't wait to see them with foil. So let's go over to Gelato and let me show you how I do that. It's actually the next day. I had to rest a little bit because I was feeling very tired. I'm doing all the con prep for the convention, a convention I'm going to have this weekend. But anyway, let's go open Gelato and let me show you how I do my foiled prints. So first things first, you're going to open Gelato, of course. You can create your products from already saved templates you have already from other products. If we don't, we're going to the product catalog. And for the foiled prints and postcards, they are available on the cards option. You can choose greeting cards or you can choose postcards. They come in a pack of 10. So if people order with print on demand with Gelato from your website, they are going to get a pack of 10, which is really great if you are selling postcards and one part of your audience is like postcard swappers, pen pals, or you can also order them yourself and then sell them on your shop individually. I'm actually building a new website, so they are going to also be available on the pack of 10s for postcards in the future on my shop. But anyway, let's open the pack of 10 postcards option over here. You can select the sizing, but you can also have several options available. For the foil option, you're going to have to select coated silk paper. It's not going to work on matte paper. You're going to have to select coated silk paper, and then you can choose the foil color. I'm going to choose gold, but you can change this afterwards as well. I'm going to choose with no envelopes, and I'm going to click at create order. So over here on this side, as you can see, you can select the several sizes you can have available. I'm going to select A5 because for this one I'm going to want to create a print. Normally for a postcard I would select an A6. So the paper is selected here, the foil color is selected here, and I want square corners. So now I'm going to go over files and I'm going to place my artwork. We're going to do the Queen's Garden first. So this is how it looks. You can always click on preview to check how your artwork is going to be after printing, because you have to consider the bleeding. As you can see, I didn't resize my image, so I still have the white background around, so I'm just going to increase it just a tiny bit so that it's closer to these lines right here. These lines are the outside bleed. And now if I go to preview, nicely cut where I want it. And now I'm going to add the artwork of the foil on top, the PNG that we saved. So it's this one. As you can see, when I added on top of the image, the size is not correct, so you're going to have to resize it. And to resize it, we're just going to have it locked like on these little lines over here that you can see around here, because this is where it locks with our other image. And then as you can see, it's right on top of where we want it. So these black lines are the ones that are going to have the foil. And now, as you can see, it's still black. It doesn't have foil. So what we are going to do, we're going to go here on the left side and we're going to select foil. And then we can toggle the layer that we want as foil. So I'm just going to select the layer, the black layer over here, and bam, it's done. Now it has the foil, and you can also preview how it's going to look. So everything looks great, and that is it. It's super easy, and you can see how it's going to look. So yeah, we're just going to have to click add to order so we can order some samples, and we are going to do the same for the cottage print as well. So we're going to use the same process, select coated silk paper, select the gold foil. You also have silver and copper options if you want to see about that, but I really love gold foil, so I always select that. So this is the print, and we're going to do the same. We're going to add images. You just need to click on them. It did the same thing as before, so we are going to increase it until it touches those little red lines around, because that means it's right on top of the other image. And that's it. It's nicely placed, and we're going to do the same. We're going to go on foil, and we're going to select this one to have the foil, and here's our little preview. I'm actually very interested how it's going to look on the window. I'm always super nervous to do this kind of lines like as the highlights, so I'm very curious to see how that is going to look. We're going to click add to order, and that's it. You created an order, and now you can order for your clients, or you can order as samples for you to see how they look, for them to add on your website, or to order for yourself to have as samples on your website as well. So yeah, this is the final preview. So we have the cottage print. As you are making this, as I said, you can save them as templates so that next time when a client of yours places an order, it's easier to go over here and place that order, because you already have that product saved up with all the same settings and all of that. So you just need to add to order, and you don't need to repeat this process all over again. So super easy. And now we wait for the prints. Place the order, and the prints are going to arrive in around 3-4 days. So when they arrive, I'm going to show you everything, and we'll do a little unboxing so we can see them. I'm very proud of these prints and how they turned out, so I can't wait to see them in hand with the foil. This was always the first goal when I created these prints. This was the idea that I had in my head, and foil was always one option that I really wanted to do for the prints. So yeah, very excited for them to arrive, and once they do, we're going to see them together. So I'll catch up with you, for me next week, for you in a few seconds. Okay, these just arrived. It's a few days later. I actually had a convention during the weekend, so these already arrived like 2 days ago. So they took, I think, 3 days from production to shipping and arriving, which is super fast. But yeah, I had a convention in London, and we stayed for extra 2 days, and yesterday I had to rest. So we're opening this now, and I need to turn off my AC because it's super warm in Portugal, as it was in London. It was so warm. I'm not sure if you can hear it a lot, so let's turn it off and we can open these together. Okay, I can't wait to see how these turn out. Let me just grab something to open it. I actually had a few people in London. I sold a lot of prints, which is not usual for me. So I'm very happy that I'm like putting more effort and time into my prints. And I don't know, since I started to be an illustrator, and since a young age, I don't think I ever trusted my drawing abilities as I do right now. So I'm finally enjoying, making the art that I want to make without comparing myself to others. And for years and years, I never thought I was good enough of an artist for people to enjoy my prints and get my prints. So I'm glad that I'm getting out of my comfort zone and I'm actually doing it and doing things that I like just because I want to do them and not thinking if I'm going to sell them or not, and that people are actually enjoying them and buying them, and it makes me so happy. And I did the 2 new prints that I did in this video, and I took them to London, and I sold a lot of them, and I actually had a few people asking if I had foil versions of those, so I'm a little bit sad that I didn't do this a little bit sooner, but anyway, let's open them and see how they look. Oh my god, they turned out so good. It's always so nice to see them. Oh my god, they look so pretty. Oh, I'm so happy that I did the crown with the foiling. Okay, let me show you. So, as I said, they come in like a pack of 10, and since I wanted them to be prints, I didn't order them with a back. So for postcards, I'll show you in a little bit how they look, but these are perfect. So these are the cottage one. I don't know if you can see. Okay, I'll add a few other clips. So we have the stars and the foiling in the little parts of like where the sun is hitting. Turned out perfect. I was a little bit afraid, but they turned out amazing. The colors are absolutely perfect. And then we have the Queen's Garden, and I did the same thing, but look at that crown with the foiling. It looks so beautiful, and I love the little stars around it. Oh, they turned out so good. Oh my god, I'm so happy with them. Let me show you other prints that I did with foiling in the past with Gelato as well. Okay, I also did some capybaras, but I can't find them. I think I sold them at London. But anyway, this is my OG foiled print with the tulips. It looks so pretty. So I did the stars, and this is one of my best sellers at markets. And then more recently, I did the breakfast goodies. I actually also sold a lot of them in London. And then I also want to show you the postcard that I did. So this is the front with the foil, so it looks exactly like the print. And then on the back, it's a postcard where you can write, and I love it so much. So you can also get these on my shop, and when I change to my new website, you can get these as like a pack of 10, so you don't have like to save them a lot. If you are like a pen puller or you do postcard swaps or something like that, you can get these in a bigger pack in your home. But if you only want 1 or 2, I'm also going to have them available on the website. But yeah, oh my god, I'm so happy with the foiling. And I actually also ordered some A4 prints to show you, so you can see like the result in another size as well. It comes like super nicely packed, super protected. The packaging is so sturdy that I'm not being able to open it. It looks so good. This is perfect. The colors are exactly how I drew them. Look at it. Look at the blue of the dress. It looks so perfect. I need to play around with my colors and my printing paper because this is exactly the colors that I wanted, but I still wanted to show you like a print. You can get these up to, I don't know, A2, I think. So if you want to sell prints and you don't know how to ship them, like A3, A2, A4s even, this is a very nice option to have on your shop, and Gelato takes care of everything for you. Yay, they turned out so good. I was a little bit afraid because of the sun parts, but it looks absolutely perfect. Anyway, I can't believe that I actually made this. I'm actually so happy with them. Anyway, as you can tell, I am very happy how these turned out. I already knew the quality was going to be amazing. I already printed foil prints with Gelato a couple of times as well with prints. So already knew the quality wasn't going to be a problem, and they always deliver the best things ever, print wise, foil wise, everything. But knowing that I actually created this with my brain and my hands make me so happy. Like, as I said, it's prints for me is me getting out of my comfort zone and trusting my ability at like the full way. Yeah, very proud of the results and very proud of what I made. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions regarding Gelato, regarding foiling, regarding prints or anything like that, or even regarding illustration. Leave it out in the comments. If you want me to do any specific video about a certain subject that I only touched a little bit on this video. But if you are thinking about trying the prints with Gelato and trying foil prints with them, I hope this video was helpful, letting you know how to do the process and hopefully a little bit inspiring as well. So yeah, thank you so much for coming along on this journey of making 2 new prints, which I'm very happy with it about. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye! Bye! Don't forget to check the link in the description and try Gelato for free.